All right, we are in architectural design. I have Grace's model open and I'm going to show you guys how to put down a topo surface, or basically a lawn, for your house. And then I'm going to show you a little bit on how to take some photos and do some renderings. So I am in Grace's 3D view that was provided by the default file, not the ones that she created. And it's important that you go to that, because if you go to any of the other views that were created, you can't draw in them. Notice that massing site, I'm on the massing site tab as well, and I can't do anything there. But if I go to the default 3D view, the tabs are available, and I can go to massing and site, and we're going to put on a topo surface so that we can have a lawn here. Now, this could be a whole course in of itself, so I'm just going to do a quick surface that is a flat lot. So it's going to be a little bit boring. You could play with it if you want to later on. I'll show you how to make some changes. I'll also show you a video that I put on my YouTube channel that I borrowed that takes you further on. The elevation of the points that we place in, we want to set them to 0, otherwise your house is going to be underground. So I'm going to set that to 0. I'm on place point here, and I'm just going to put 4 points in somewhere way out here. And you'll see that once I get 3 points, it starts to fill it in. And now I have a lawn. It's it's actually a yard right now. I want to make it a lawn in a moment. And notice that because Grace set her levels correctly, the lawn is coming in, or the yard is coming in at 0, which is where the cars would drive in and so forth. So we got a very flat lot here, but that's okay for right now. The next thing I want to do is modify. I'm going to hit OK, and then I'm going to click the modify button and click on this surface, and I want to change the material. So over here where it says material, I'm going to click in here, this little button right here, and I want to change it to grass. Now I can't remember if I had to load grass onto my thing, but if you do a search for grass, you should find grass and plant. I learned that plant is actually better to choose in that it's a lighter green. So I'm going to double click on that. And when I click off, you can see now I have a lawn. All right, so that's one thing I want to do. So I'm going to hit save. So now we have a surface. We can edit that surface and make it hilly or have valleys and so forth. You can also add a driveway in, but we're running out of time, so I'm not sure we're going to get to all of that. But I do want to show you how to do a rendering, because that's kind of fun. Some of you may have experimented with this already. I'm going to go to the site view to create my rendering, because it makes the most sense. So go to the site plan, and let's say I want to look at the house from the southwest corner here. So I'm going to go to view, and underneath 3D view there's a camera right here. So I'm going to place my camera in the yard, and then I'm going to point my camera at the house. And you'll see that a new 3D view is created right here. Now we can actually go in and render this view. We can make it look like a real photograph. So let's get started with that. How do we go about rendering it? So if I hit the render button up here, you can see that I've got a new dialog box that comes in. If I want to print a copy of this, it's going to be a higher resolution. I can hit here, and I'm going to set medium quality just so it doesn't take too long. And now let's take a look at what we can do with this picture. So under the sun setting, we can pick a particular day. Okay, so under sun setting, we're going to go to single day, and now we can pick the day of the year that we want. All right, so I can go into the calendar and say, what does it look like on June 22nd? And I'm going to make it 2 o'clock in the, or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'll just leave this at 3 as well. Whoops, this. I don't know why that's changing on me. Oh, that's fine. Close enough. All right. Going to hit OK. Oh, the location is the default. We can pick our location, by the way, as well. So where do we want to locate our house on the planet? Because obviously the sun angle is going to be different. Let's see. Can we just pick it by clicking? Let's see. I don't know if we can do that. Is Old Lyme in here? Let's try. Oh, I guess there's only a list here, so we'll have to find something in Connecticut, or we'll have to type in our latitude and longitude. What is the latitude and longitude? All right, according to this website, here's the latitude and longitude of Old Lyme, so we should just be able to copy that and paste that in here. Oops, got to put this back to, let's see. Will it let me paste it in? No, it's not letting me paste it in. That's interesting. There we go. Okay. So we're good there. We got our location. Going to hit apply to that. Hit OK. Now down here, we want to make sure that our settings is under ray trace. Oops. All right. And I'm sorry. Go back. Where was I? Under view. I'm sorry. I think it needs to be set to realistic. Then we can hit render. Yeah. All right. Render. You can pick the number of clouds. And let's see what happens. I haven't tried rendering in the cloud to see if that's any better. Now, essentially what we're doing is taking a photograph of our house on a particular day at a particular latitude that we put it in. All right. And you can adjust the quality and see if it comes out a little bit better. You can also go in and adjust the color of your shingles, the color of your siding, the color of your trim. But again, we only have a limited amount of time. What I'd like you to do, though, is give it a shot. Try making a rendering. Once that's complete, that rendering's complete, you can actually select it and go down to one of the sheets that we've put in. Remember, we've added some sheets in here in a previous video. And you can pull that drawing right onto the sheet as well. And you can crop it and just show the parts that you want. I'll show you more about that in another video.